Hi there, welcome to another rehearsal with Diana
Binge
Brown.
watch.
Bingewatch, which is Diana Brown and Dan Wilson. So we've already spun the wheel of mystery to get two shows for us to go ahead and combine today. And our two shows are Ginny and Georgia, which apparently is a drama series about a woman who goes to a new place with her teenage kids and has a very dark past that we're not going to reveal immediately because, spoilers. And the 40-year-old property virgin, which is a reality show of the many property shows focusing around people approximately 40 years old who are still living with their parents trying to get their very first place.
Failure to launch.
Let's go ahead. We're just going to do a single scene for this. Um, we're working on more, not short form, but we're not doing full length shows for these. We're trying to do something a little bit more brief for the algorithm. So let's go ahead and not even give it a title. We're just going to go into it.
All right. So, as you can see, vaulted ceilings and a certain charm. I mean, I
Yeah,
almost bought it myself.
yeah, Mom, but I don't. I'm just not. I'm just not sure. I mean, it works so well living with you. I mean,
Jenny,
look, I just feel like we spent so much time together on the road, going from town to town to town, that I don't know, it's more like we're sisters than mom and daughter.
remember those papers that you signed just last week? They had that wonderful word at the top that starts with an I.
Yes.
You're emancipated now. You're a young adult who's adulting.
Well, thank you for calling me young. I mean, 35 doesn't feel young right now. 35 feels incredibly terrifyingly adult and incredibly terrifyingly.
Okay, I have to share something with you. Getting you to sign those emancipation papers, it was just a process. Because honestly, you were an adult at 18. You've been emancipated since 18.
Well, I've been an adult since about 12. I mean, if we're going to be really honest about this. I just don't see the point in setting down roots. I've never had roots my entire life. We've never had roots. Why don't we just move again? We could go, I don't know, where haven't we been yet? We could go to Juneau.
Nowhere. There's nowhere we haven't been that is occupied by humanity. You were 17 years old telling me that all you wanted to do was settle down in Wellsbury. And now,
That was 18 years ago, Mom. That was back when I had, I don't know, dreams, hope, you know, a boyfriend for
he
like a month
called.
before we moved again.
He called.
Tim from 17 years ago?
Yeah, we've stayed in touch all this time.
What? You
Well,
stayed in
let's
touch with
face it.
my ex-boyfriend?
I was the MILF he wanted to, but that never happened because I respect you. I look at him like a potential son-in-law. I always have. And oh, come on, all the boys, but I never would not.
All all the boys? Every guy I brought home, did they only go out with me because they wanted to get close to you and your
No, only
wilfness?
seven of them.
I've only had 8 boyfriends, Mom.
Well, that's why Tim is a very special one. Yeah, I mean, come on. He was just happy to see that you came from good genes.
And they all wanted to get into your genes.
They were teenage boys. I have a pulse and am not entirely repulsive. Of course, they wanted to get into my genes. They wanted
Mom,
to get
I'm
into
still a virgin.
what?
Not a one of them ever got into my genes.
I need you to back up to the second to last thing you said.
Before I'm a virgin?
Are you still a virgin?
Yes. Mom, we don't stay anywhere long enough for me to get to know anybody, and I really want my first time to be special. with someone that really understands me and gets me and this wild rodeo circus, not even in the military, but act like we are kind of lifestyle.
And what could be better than coming together in
Don't you even say a threesome with my boyfriends. Don't you
your
even
very
say
own
that.
bedroom?
Okay, that's better.
I have no designs on any of the men that you have had a relationship with, fantasized about having a relationship with, noticed at a gas station and thought you might have a conversation with.
This
Don't do
explains
that. Bad
this
things happen.
explains why Bobby was always, and then William and Chad. I mean, all of them. I looked on their computers sometimes and their browser history, and there was an awful lot of mother-daughter porn going on. I
That's
didn't.
disgusting.
It's really popular, apparently.
I don't make the rules or live by them.
None of them cared about me. None of them
20,
wanted me. All of them just wanted you. Is that why we moved
yes,
around so much to get away from my boyfriends? Is that why we kept moving?
that's part of it. But it's also because I'm really good at making friends, but I'm not so good at keeping them.
Well, that's something I've inherited. Thanks for the lesson, Mom.
I
Thanks
have
so much.
I have never denied that I've made a lot of mistakes. I've
No.
never hidden many of them from you. But now it's time for you, for your own well-being, to move out.
I don't have a home, Mom. I don't have a circle of friends. I don't have a steady job. What am I going to do on my own?
I'm going
What
to
am I going to
pay.
do without you?
I'm not abandoning you.
You're going to move somewhere within 6 months. You
No,
know you are. Our
I
entire
bought
life has
my
not been anywhere for more than
I
6 months.
bought the house.
You'll flip it.
I have thought of flipping it.
Yeah. You can't
Okay, look at it this
fool
way.
me, Mom. I'm your daughter. I know
If
you
I
better than
flip that
anybody.
house, I might need a place to stay. And this house has a lovely guest room.
Why do I? Why should I? How could I expect you to change or believe you were going to change? If you couldn't stay put with a teenage daughter, why would you stay put now once I'm cut off from you?
I'm not trying to, oh my God, I'm not trying to cut you off. What I'm trying to do is be a good parent for the
At
first time.
35, at 35, you
Better late than
suddenly,
never.
is it
I
though?
didn't, I had no role model. Okay. I made this shit up as I was going along. And now you don't have a role model. So I'm trying to be one for both of us. I'm trying to parent me right now and you.
So you think that at 35 years old, suddenly I'm impressionable?
You're clearly impressionable if you're angry at the idea that I'm going to abandon you.
Well, maybe I'm not impressionable. Maybe I'm just messed up. Did you think about that? Maybe I'm just damaged
Oh,
goods that
oh yeah.
nobody wants, even their own mother.
Here's a little secret for you. Everybody is messed up. Everybody. They may hide it better than we have. They may appear to you to be like the perfect family, but nobody is. Everybody is messed up to one degree or another, and living is simply doing our best to mitigate that without causing excessive further harm to ourselves or to anybody else.
I could go down to the mall right now and I could do a poll. And I bet I could not find another family anywhere in that mall that has lived in every single state in the union.
But how many of them wish they had?
I'm 35. There are 50 states, Mom.
Okay, we only stayed in some of those states for a couple of days.
I know. I mean, granted, there wasn't a lot in Delaware, but
No. So you can't really say we've lived in them. We've visited them.
are you going to really bring up technicalities at this point.
You are.
Look, Mom, you broke me, you bought me, okay? You're not getting rid of me so easily.
I don't want to get rid of you. I don't want you to move out.
Really? Because you're working awful hard to make sure it happens.
But it's what's right for you. You have to become a self sufficient, independent adult. Now, I will pay the down payment on this house and I will pay the first 6 months of mortgage. You need to launch.
Something's changed. Something's changed, and you're not telling me. Because this is out of nowhere, Mom. For 2 months now, you've been pushing to get me out of the house.
Austin wants to get married and have his wife move in with us. He's your little brother.
And now you have a new daughter, so you don't need me anymore. Okay.
No one will ever replace you. Jenny, come on. This isn't like you. What is so horrible right now that is triggering you like this?
My mother is pushing me out of the house so that my little brother and his tramp girlfriend, and they've slept together, they have intimacy, they have somebody. Well, there are only 8 people in this entire country besides my family who really know my name. And all of them had the hots for you. Do you think that I am baseline, base level messed up, or I am extreme level messed up? Because I'm pretty sure I'm extreme level messed up.
You can decide. These things happen to you or they happened for you.
Fine. You know what? Fine. Let's find some place. Let's just make sure it has at least 2 stories and a really tall roof. Make of that what you will, Mom. Think about it. It'll come to you.
I'm not going to take this threat that you're going to harm yourself.
What do you care? All right, fine. Fine.
If I
Okay.
didn't care, I would keep you with me always because you're my best friend. Okay. Let's talk about who has friends here. I don't have any friends but you.
Why is that, Mom?
Because I'm messed up. Because I made terrible choices and horrible mistakes. But through it all, we did it together. And I love you. I love you so much. But it's not fair to you to keep you with me anymore.
Well, thanks for making that choice
If
for
what
me.
you want, if what you want is to stay with me, then I'll just buy one larger house and we can all stay in it. But you don't like Austin's girlfriend?
No, she's a bitch. She's terrible.
Yes, she
She's
is.
she's weird and different and clingy and she's not normal, and I can't deal with someone in my space that I don't know really well, and I don't trust her.
Listen to yourself, Jenny. Does that sound healthy?
No. What part of any of this sounds healthy to you, Mom?
Are you willing to step forward or do you wish to remain in your past?
I just want a home. A real home. It's not going to go away in 6 months. And I want time. I want time, Mom. Time to feel like I'm not going to be living out of a suitcase.
Okay. The realtor that showed me this house showed me another. 5 bedrooms, 4 baths, and a huge family room and game room, a big backyard. I'll buy that house and we'll stay together on one condition.
What's the
That
condition?
in 3 years, you'll assume either that mortgage or a new one of your very own. But for 3 solid years, you'll stay in the exact same address. And we'll make sure the house stays in our family so that there's always a place to come home to. I hear you. I hear you.
Sorry, I hear you. I hear you is the best ending for that scene. So that's gonna be it.
Because that was the point of it. We didn't hear each other throughout the scene. I don't think that the improvisers didn't hear each other. I think
Well, the
um,
characters couldn't
characters
couldn't
didn't
hear
hear
each
each
other.
other. Yeah, they couldn't hear each other. And I was consciously doing the thing you never do, which is approach emotion with fact.
Yeah, but for that relationship, it completely made sense because that was the relationship, and especially because the mother was never honest about why they moved around for so long.
No,
There was no trust in that relationship. There was no honesty.
for
Uh,
their own, for the kids' own good, there was no honesty.
so the mom tells herself, yeah, and that's the thing is like this isn't a 14-year-old. This is a 35-year-old.
So good. It was so good and so frustrating to see my 35-year-old child refuse to become an adult. It was awesome.
It was interesting to tap into somebody like what would that do to you to be completely isolated for your entire life, to have your a development so arrested by a lack of ability to make any connection that wasn't going to be severed almost immediately.
Yeah.
Um, it was a very jarring headspace to get into.
I could tell. Like you were really method on this one.
Yeah, I kind of went in, which is not my experience at all, but it was kind of an easy place to tap into this deep insecurity and this deep fear of abandonment.
Yeah.
Was wild. Anyways, thank you to the audience. So this little kind of post-scene analysis, which we'll probably keep doing, but I don't want to. I mean, if you want to see more of this conversation, comment in the chat below. Let us know that you want to hear more about our post-processing about these scenes. But for now, we're going to go ahead and end the video, and we'll see you at the next rehearsal.